How are we doing?
Good.
Good. Everybody ready for some poetry?
Yes.
Everybody ready to have a laugh?
Yes.
Yeah. That was less than poetry. People like poetry, but not fun, apparently. So, I'm going to start off with a poem. It's more of a story, really. I'm just going to kick it off, which is fun. One day, Goldilocks was skipping through the woods. She stumbled on a small cottage that looked quaint if it wasn't for the strobe lights. She walked up to the door, knocked lightly, no one answered, so she made the bold, if a little rude decision to walk right the fuck in. The kitchen was warm and inviting, the oven was dinging, and the smell of sausage meat stuffing was in the air. She looked in the sink and saw not one, not two, but 3 butt plugs soaking. She dried them off and popped them in, one at a time. The first one was too small. The second one was too big. The last one was right. She walked through the cottage. She saw denim on denim, and there was a small Frenchie running around. She saw 3 shot glasses stood in a row on the coffee table. She drank them all, one at a time. So rude. The first one was not strong enough. The second one was too strong. The third one was just right. But they were all tequila, so Goldie hated them all. She hobbled some more, and stepping over Diet Coke cans and full ashtrays, until she finally got to the bedroom. There was a Dolly Parton song playing faintly in the background. There were 3 leather chest harnesses hung by the neck. She tried them on, one at a time. She really was a cheeky fuck. The first one was too tight. The second one was too loose, but the last one was
just right.
I'm going to pause the poem. The last one was
Just right.
It's better. She was admiring herself in the mirror, and then the bed began to rustle and growl, and Rosa was the biggest, hairiest bear Goldie had ever seen. Who the fuck are you? He growled, scratching his belly and balls. I'm Goldilocks. I was skipping through the woods and I found your cottage. Mate, are you high? I live in the city, and your hair's red. Maybe, she giggled, but I don't have anywhere else to go. Can I stay here? Ugh, fine, but I only have one bed though, so we'll have to share, he said, stretching to show off his sun tattoo. There, Goldie stayed with Big Dick Gary, as he was called. They ate curry and watched Broad City, until one day they agreed that they both needed some space to masturbate furiously. So Goldie moved out, and for a year or two, but they both admitted that they missed each other. And now they share a flat that they only just afford in this shitting housing climate. The fucking end. That's about a good friend of mine who can't be here. Some of you know him, his name is Gareth. Lead witch. So yeah, he loves that every time, especially when I know his mum sees it. So the next one I wrote really recently because I was kind of stuck in a rut, and it's about something that freed me from that. I was trying to find a new hobby, a new interest at night, at work, to share with friends, family really. I thought about ASMR, but I just couldn't deal with the scratching and the scraping and the chewing. Someone also suggested CrossFit, and sure, it seems good for your health, but I just really can't join a cult right now. Then it came to me as I walked through the shadows of town. An urge hit me in the dead of night. Murder! Wait, no, not me. No. Not yet. No, true crime found me the way a bloodhound is picking up a scent, pretty frantic and covered in saliva. DNA profiling and fingerprint databases have gripped me. I've been searching for micro-emotions of psychopaths in every audience. Case files, cold cases, solved cases, unsolved cold case files. You name it. I bloody love it. Again, hearing about it, not committing it. My family have been very worried about my new obsession. They find it an odd thing to find so much pleasure in, but it's my mother's bloody fault for watching diagnosis murders and special victims unit constantly. Dum-dum! I started to fall asleep to women cackling about survival stories and favourite murders, but it creeped my boyfriend out too much. He's had nightmares and grinded his teeth into stubs, and he hasn't texted me in days. But who needs a boyfriend when I have other men in my life? I had a request from a man who had a kink for Swiss cheese. Dharma invited me to dinner, but the meal was too hard for me to stomach. You wait. Bunting wanted to take me for a drive, but his yellow bug was too vintage for me. And when Salty Jack tried to take me up the back alley, he wouldn't take my safe word of Whitechapel. It makes me want to go full Warnos. But that's okay. I have another man in my life. He's handsome and chiseled. He's brave and accomplished. He was the criminalist in the Contra County Sheriff's Department and the lead detective on the Golden State Killer case. That man is Detective Paul Holmes. God, those blue eyes and creative uses of 23andMe spit records. I'm sold. I'm deeply #hot for Holmes. It has eased my anxiety on many a night being followed home by a shady figure, and now I have a plethora of tips to how not to get kidnapped and or killed. So now you've thought me thoroughly weird, I'll leave you with some sage words of wisdom. Here's the thing, fuck everyone. Get a job, buy your own shit, stay out of the forest, and stay sexy and don't get murdered.